What's up? This is Doobie from Metagang. I'm gonna do my Adamanciprankers deck profile. I mean, Adamancipators, you gotta start off with your tuners, so I always run 3 researchers. Just super good. Any rock out, special summon it out in the field. Analyzer, 3 of them, because you draw dead or you go in second and they have more monsters than you do, or you have no monsters and he has monsters, you just special summon Analyzer out and it go off from there. Seeker, 3. I always run 3 of every tuner. Seeker, if you control any Adamancipator, you special summon it out, do your excavations and stuff. I always run a maximum of the tuners. You want to see as many as you can, excavate as much as you can. I run 2 of the Raptites, and then 2 of the Leonites. I like the stack ability of the spells. I think which one was it? A Raptite lets you take one from deck and put it on top or bottom, and Crystal Wing lets you take one from graveyard and put it on top or bottom. Dragite lets you draw one whenever it's summoned by Adamancipator effect. That's why I run 3 of them. That draw one effect is just super good. I run Guardian, the 3 Guardians, because they're just really good at negation. A lot of the times I end up leaving one on the field just to have the negate. It's nice to have. That's why I run 3 of them. Use some of them for material and keep one on the field. Run 1 Overload because some cards can't be hit on certain times, and that hits on summon. So like it gets around certain cards that otherwise wouldn't be beatable. Then I run the 3 Doki Dokis. I see people running them at 2, but I run them at 3. You have to run them at 3 because like if you just have so much material to discard in your hand, you can always get a tuner if you have a Doki Doki. I run 2 Gigantes. I was running them at 3, but I took it out because I was running more Print Kids. Gigantes let you banish the Rock from Grave, special summon him out, and it's just another good extender to have, just to keep comboing off. And then I run a small Print Kids engine. I run 2 Dropsies, and then 3 Roxys. I like going into Meow Meow, Roxy's into Meow Meow, discard, get your Dropsies, and then like using one of your level 2 tuners to go into Herald. Herald messes up a lot of people, and then if you have your Paralog Seed in hand when you link summon, you can get into your Herald and Abyss Dweller in same turn and just have so much fun. I have 4 tech slots that could really be used for hand trap spells or whatever. I use 2 Ashes and 2 Nibirus, but you can really use like 3 triple tactical talents and like 2 Forbidden Droplet, or like really any other hand traps like you want it. Those are just slots to do it with what you want with. And then I run 2 Signs. I was running it at 3, but I feel like I was seeing it too much. Like I know that's kind of weird to say, but like I'd rather see my tuners than that. And then a Monster Reborn, because just another way to get monsters out of the graveyard. And that's gonna be it for main deck. And then my extra deck here, we running Kriston. It's just real nice to go into Kriston, get a tuner out, be able to synchro summon still, and then on your opponent's turn get out like Formula, and then sync up for one of your big guys. Maybe your big guys have a negate that would mess up your opponent on their turn. It's real nice. Speaking of those monsters, I run a Warlord Savage Dragon, a Crystal Wing. I just like having their negates. I go into Crystal Wing way more than Warlord. I use that as like backup options, like if they've got over Crystal Wing or something like that, and you have like a Meow Meow engraved, you still have that option to go into Warlord and get a negate. And then 1 Dragite. And then after Dragite, I like Dragite because, you know, you're playing Adamancipators, you want to send their entire field back to their hand and then OTK. That's kind of the goal. And then where is my big guy? I run Warlord Dragon a lot. It's switch outable, like you can switch it out for other things, but it's nice to be able to go into IP and then get that super massive Warlord's like indestructible almost. And then for the Print Kids, I go 2 Meow Meows. Because it's kind of pointless to do it once, and then like if once isn't enough, you can do it again if you excavate a Roxy's. It's really nice to have. And then I was speaking of Herald and Abyss Dweller earlier. Those are a must-have in this variant. You need these 2 cards, especially if you're running against like Virtual World, Necroz, anything that utilizes great graveyard effects. Just these 2 cards, just they have fun with that. And then that's it for the Galagranite, or for the Xyz. I run Galagranite. Galagranite's nice. You It's just, you should run that in pretty much every Emancipator deck. You discard Search for a tuner, Excavate, go off. It's real nice. And a Formula Synchron from earlier. It's real nice again to go into your Dragites, Crystal Wing, or Boilerhead Savage. It's one of my favorite combos to go into. I run 1 Leonite and then 1 Raptite. Leonite lets you add Emancipator cards from deck to hand. Like whenever you excavate, you add one of the excavated cards to your hand. And then Raptite lets you special summon a rock from the excavation pile like you did. And it lets you summon out tuners as well. So that's how you get your Seekers or your Analyzer or Researchers when you don't have one. So that's real nice, you need that. And then a 4-link Opelusa, like that is pretty easy to get in this, so I run Opelusa very often. Well, that's about it today. I guess I might do a combo tutorial video if people want that, but we'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe to Metagame. Hit the bell icon. Yugioh, trucking up all night, you. Put the light, Yugioh.